Setup and assembly is very easy. You will need 2 Allen keys and a wrench. When you receive the unit, the manifold is actually already on the cart. The first thing you want to do is to turn the unit around, back facing you. The front, as you can see, has the gas gauges. First you need to remove this hook, with the larger Allen key. Once removed, you need to access the inner hex screw. Using the smaller Allen key, you need to turn counterclockwise to retract the screw which controls the inner friction rod. Now, we're going to take the flow meter and place it on the cart. There is a post located under the unit. It has to be placed in the hole on top. But, before you do so, take a peek into this hole, to see if the friction rod is retracted or if the rod is sticking inside the hole. If so, just take a pointy object, and retract it fully inside. Make sure the flow meter is parallel to the cart. Now you need to use the smaller Allen key and tighten this all the way. This will press the friction rod against the post, and secure the flow meter to the cart. You can now replace the hook, and secure by using the larger Allen key. Now that the flow meter is fixed to the cart, you need to connect the gas hoses. You can't go wrong here, as the hoses are color-coded and are of different sizes. The blue hose is the nitrous oxide. You need to screw the hose on, and just finger tighten it for now. Same for the green hose, which is the oxygen. Using the wrench, you want to just give them a little bit of torque, to ensure that it's screwed in all the way. Not even a quarter turn. This part, called the bag T, will go up in front. It just snaps into place. All that is left to do is to install the reservoir bag below. The unit is now fully assembled. Installing the cylinders is also very easy. Again, these are color-coded. The green side, for oxygen, and the blue side for nitrous oxide. When you unpack the unit, you will see some red plastic spacers here. They are meant to hold the O-rings in place during transportation. You will need to remove them. Make sure the O-rings are pushed in all the way. It is also a good idea to periodically verify these for normal wear and tear. Or, in case they fall off, when removing the cylinders. Keeping a few spares on hand would be a good idea. Again, you can't go wrong installing the cylinders either, as there are guide pin holes, just below the gas outlet. These are of different sizes and spacing, therefore you cannot, physically, inverse them. You first need to open up the Velcro straps. Align the 2 pin holes to the pins. Once they are lined up, you just secure it, by turning the T-handle clockwise. I'd like to give it a little wiggle to make sure it is sitting well. You don't need to over-tighten it, just a bit of torque, and they are secured. Secure the cylinder with the Velcro straps. The nitrous oxide cylinder is a little trickier, just because it is heavier than the oxygen. Look for the 2 small pin holes. Align the 2 pin holes to the pins. Once they are lined up, you just secure it by turning the T-handle clockwise. Secure the Velcro straps. The installation is complete. Please take note that I have only installed the 2 front cylinders for this demonstration. 1 nitrous oxide and 1 oxygen. But, as most portable systems sold are the 4-cylinder types, you would also install 2 more cylinders in the back. These will serve as reserves. Therefore, if you run out of gas during a procedure, all you need to do is to open the secondary cylinder in the back, to avoid any interruptions. Now let's do the installation of the circuit and scavenger. There are a few components. The corrugated 3-foot gray tubing. The double tubing circuit. and the scavenger with vacuum gauge. The flow meter will mix the gases. When these cylinders are open, we will tell the machine how much nitrous to give, versus how much oxygen and what volume. Gases will be mixed and will come out of here. Make sure to install the 90-degree adapter which is included, so that we can install the gray spiral tubing. The gray tubing being installed, we now need to connect it at one extremity of the circuit. One extremity has two double tubing which connects to the nasal masks. Here, the large opening connects to the large hole. The mixed gases come out of here, and are delivered through the circuit. We also need to have the exhaled gases go through the scavenging. These gases will be pulled through here, through the HVE. You will notice on this gauge that there is an indication that says vac, so this has to point to your vacuum source. So in this case, this has to point to the vacuum source. To connect, just give it a bit of a turn, or twist so that it goes in easily. And this end will go to your HVE. You also need to make sure that it's the proper amount of vacuum. We're looking to see the vacuum gauge needle is pointing anywhere in the green zone. Set it accordingly with this small lever. We don't want it to pull too much. Otherwise it will steal gases from the patient. Once this is installed, we need to install the nasal masks. Again, you can't go wrong, 2 large openings for mixed gases, and 2 small openings for exhaled gases. The Digital Ultra needs to be powered. Therefore it needs to be connected to an outlet. So this is the power cable which needs to be connected in the back. It goes in the back here. So now we're ready to go. This completes installation and setup. For any additional information, please contact your PSA rep.